Bronx County, out of all of New York State, is ranked 62 out of 62 when it comes to health, nutrition, physical activity.
We are adamant to make sure that our kids are happy kids. We believe with healthy eating and healthy living, if they have a lot of those heavy weights lifted off of them, they could actually become wonderful adults and learners. My name is Katia Kuba. I'm the principal of Lucero Elementary School.
My name is Benjamin Furter, physical education teacher at Lucero Elementary School. Teaching in the Bronx has its ups and downs. The area that I work in is a very impoverished area. A lot of the families are living in shelter homes or they're just living in low-income residencies. You can see that there aren't many parks, so we try to find different resources to get the kids more active. We're trying to make those strides to get the Bronx out of being last.
What we did talk about as a community was about getting bikes in our school.
I got in contact with Christina Muya, who used to work here at Lucero. I asked her about a bike program.
She knows our commitment to health and wellness, so she reached out to us to see if that is something that we would be interested in, and that's like right up our alley.
She got me in contact with Strider, and we jumped on the opportunity.
On a Monday at around 9:30, so our kids get to go down to gym. Mr. Furter will come up and line them up for us and bring them down.
I had all of the bikes assembled before the kids came in. I hid the bikes under a cloth to surprise the kids.
So, boys and girls, what is the picture that I'm holding up right here? Raise your hand if you think it's a bicycle!
A Strider bike is a balance bike. It helps kids learn how to balance. It also helps kids learn how to coordinate.
Good, Scarly, I'm moving the wheels.
When we first showed the bike to the students, they were all really excited. They couldn't wait. They wanted to get on right away. They just wanted to do something new for a change. A few of the problems as to why bikes aren't a thing in the community around Lucero. A lot of kids may not be able to afford bikes. They may not have an adult to take them to the park.
Having the opportunity for them to have the bicycle here at school benefits them because first, it helps them exercise. They don't get to exercise. This I know because that's what the parents tell me. Parents, most of the time, they have double jobs. They don't have the time to take the kids to the park or to exercise. The kids, they go home, they do their homework. Sometimes they don't do the homework, but what they do is sit down and watch TV. With my own experience, I'm gonna tell you, I did not have the opportunity to have a bike. With other people that have the money, they have bikes and all that, they don't even care about it. But what is important is kids that do not have something like that, what do they need?
Ala leaped into the tree. Up and up and up she climbed.
My kids, they do need a little bit of everything. Starting with love, care, respect. It's important is that someone is there for them. To help the students get that confidence. That only starts when they feel love, when they feel care. In this school environment, it's what they receive. And if they get it now, start growing up with that mentality, that's their base. I know that my kids know that, they feel it, because that's what I showed to them. The program within the school for this group of kids here in these neighborhoods, in the urban schools, it's a big thing.
To have the confidence as a kid to be able to learn those skills and just glide and not worry about pedals, not worrying about falling. It opens up a lot of doors.
This is something new, something different for them. All the changes that they having, that they feel like so happy, they're so enthusiastic, it makes me happy.
It's the first time that I see this program in any school that I worked before. Today we were writing about something that they learn in school, and most of them say, I learned how to ride a bicycle.
Just having that confidence that they've built can translate that when they get home, they're going to feel better about themselves because they have this new skill that maybe they didn't have before. A lot of times they'll get out of their chair with their paper and run over you, waving it in the air like, look what I did, look what I did.
They're riding, they drew the pictures of them riding the bicycle. It was like, they had a lot of fun.
Starting the kids on bikes is very important because, one, it gets them outside. It's also a way of transportation that as they get older, that might be one of the ways they get from point A to point B. And it really does build their confidence.
With my students with IEPs, I noticed that some of them, whether they had speech difficulties, they were ones that were more willing to talk. A student who we used to have to lean down because he would whisper and you could never hear a word he would say. And now I can hear him talking from across the room.
Superior. Go ahead, Jaden. Oh, Jaden. He's one of the students that changed his behavior. I just have to tell him, Jaden, Monday is bicycle time. I remember that. And he would just go sit down and do his work.
Good job, Jaden.
He's doing a lot better now. He's listening and he's following class rules, and he's even finishing his work, something that he would never do.
I would have students who would say, oh, my leg hurts today. And I would be like, well, then you're not going to get to ride a bike. And be like, well, okay, it feels better now.
I think that this program really helps to teach kids about perseverance. They really are trying to learn how to ride that bicycle, and some are already using the pedals. We have kids who are collaborating with one another. The children are using empathy skills as well because they're cheering each other on. You hear the kids chanting. It really takes perseverance more than anything. We have to just keep pushing ourselves to achieve whatever we want to achieve, and they're learning those skills especially. This program can be done anywhere where you want to see kids succeed. Our school is a great example of how, with even limited spaces, we're able to continue that program. We're going to continue no matter what. That's a no-brainer for us.
Come on, Sticky Butt. See you tomorrow. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow's a big day.
My baby doll is so pretty. Can't wait. I can't wait either.
Why are you dressing it?
Let me do it on the microphone.
Yeah, go for it.
The bikes were so cool because I never rode a bike before. And it was so cool that I want to ride a bike when I get older.
Incorporating bike riding into the physical education curriculum has showed tremendous progress. I felt that, in a way, I was making a difference. The reason why I became a physical education teacher was seeing the smiles on the faces of students that you help. I see the difference from the first day all the way to the last day, how tremendous the improvements were, how mature they were.
It is a life-changing for these students. I don't know how you got here, but all I know is that my kids are very happy and very excited and very enthusiastic for learning.
I think we are changing lives with this program. It just tells kids that you can do anything, that nothing is impossible.